Good evening, Neville.
Hi,
So many people on the panel.
Just seeing it now.
And Maria,
Yes, sir.
can you just check your video?
Yes, sir.
So let's
Marvel?
all come on live now.
Yeah.
Can you just quickly check about Chairman, Mr. Gopshani? How is he joining?
Yeah. Madan is it? Madan?
Yes, sir.
Raksha?
Yes, sir.
Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
I think there was some technical error that is happening at Gop sir's site for joining in. We are just looking at it. It may take a minute or two and then we'll start. Just someone is helping from the technical team for him to join in. So Lucas sir also is not able to join, or what? Can we check? Neville, can you check if we
He's joining. He's joining,
He's joining?
Principal sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a few minutes. He'll join.
Okay.
Good evening, ma'ams and sirs.
Good evening, Neha.
Good evening, Neha.
Neha, Rana is also here. Rana?
Yeah, Rana is there.
Good evening, ma'am, sir.
Trisha?
Yes, sir.
Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Children, you can all come on video now.
Anushka?
Yes, sir. Here.
So our panel is ready almost.
Yeah, Lucas sir has also joined in. Good evening, Lucas sir.
Good evening, Lucas sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Lucas. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Just check with Sami if he is able to get Gop sir in. Dr. Thomas has also joined in. Good evening, Dr. Thomas.
Good evening, Dr. Thomas.
Sure.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, Rajesh sir, you checked up with
I'm just quickly checking with whether he's landed in attendance column or not, sir. Once just a minute. Because Sujit is coordinating. No, he's down there.
भेज दिया? Okay. So he's joining in a minute, I believe. Then we will be starting. Dr. Mamtani, we are extremely sorry for this initial delay. This was not expected, but just
Please don't apologize. Please. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. So in the meanwhile, Dr. Mamtani, I can give you a quick round of introduction of our directors. We have with us Dr. Mohan Thomas. He's
Dr. Mohan Thomas, good evening.
Then we have Mr. Lucas Chaco, and our current chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, has just now joined, and I can see he's joining from his mobile phone now.
I see him, yeah.
Okay. And we also have the management representatives, Ms. Chindu Anthony Rapai and Mr. Neville Lucas.
Hello, sir.
Pleasure to meet
So
you,
they
sir.
are on board. And then I have my colleagues, Rajesh Pillai and Edna Fernandez Pam. They are the vice principals. And Mr. Vinod Kumar KV. He is the head of the non-academic department. And now I think that all of us are good to go. I would request if we can start the whole thing.
Sure.
Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And nice to meet you, doctor. You too.
So,
Nice to meet you, sir.
So let's begin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Abhyuthya, 18th Founders Day celebration. Abhyuthya in Sanskrit signifies sunrise or the happy rising of the soul or intellect. Thus, we feel very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. With this rejuvenating thought in mind, let us enjoy today evening's special online exhibition of creative talent. I, Anne-Maria Sajan,
and I, Madan Gopal,
take pride in being your host for the formal function.
we are happy to have Dr. Ravinder Mamtani, the chief guest of the day, Chairman Mr. Gop Shahani, Vice Chairperson Ms. Maria Thomas, Board of Directors Dr. Mohan Thomas, Mr. Lucas K. Chaco, C.V. Rapai, Management Representatives Neville Lucas and Chindu Anthony Rapai, Academic Director, Principal Mr. Hari Santuja, Head of Non-Academics Mr. Vinod, Vice Principals, Headmistresses, heads of various departments, teaching and non-teaching staff members, and parents amidst us on this joyous occasion. A warm welcome to one and all.
Great time for great new beginnings. To begin with today's proceedings, we have the school band presenting the Gracias. That was an astounding presentation by the school band. Thank you very much.
Prayer is a recognition of the divine, supreme soul who exists in each of us, God Almighty. Let's join our hands together for the prayer in English by Patricia Stephen, followed by the prayer in Arabic by Aman Mizab.
Oh Lord, we thank you for the gift of life and for all the wonderful opportunities given to us. Oh Lord, we are grateful for your abundant grace and mercy bestowed upon us and blessing us with the best family, teachers, and friends. Oh Lord, bless us with the right guidance. Help us to be steadfast on the right path always, and bless us with the wisdom to make right choices and decisions. Oh Lord, we seek your help to seek beneficial knowledge, to strive to be a better person, and to utilize our capabilities in the best way. Oh Lord, protect and save us from all evil, hardships, calamities, anxiety, sorrow, and diseases. Oh Lord, bless our family, our teachers and friends with all goodness and happiness, with peace, harmony, and brotherhood. Bless our school with success.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا. In the name of God, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. About what are they asking one another? About the great news, that over which they are in disagreement. No, they are going to know. Then no, they are going to know. Have we not made the earth as a resting place, and the mountains as stakes? And we created you in pairs, and made your sleep as means for rest, and made the night as clothing, and the day for livelihood. And we created above you 7 strong heavens, and made there a burning lamp, and sent down from the rain clouds pouring water, that we may bring forth grain and vegetation, and gardens of entwined growth. Indeed, the day of judgment is an appointed time, the day when the horn is blown, and you will come forth in multitudes. When heaven is opened and will become gateways, and the mountains are removed and will be but a mirage.
Thank you, Patricia and Aman.
National anthem of a country is a representation of true patriotism, devotion, and honor for the nation. And today, by singing the Qatar national anthem and the Indian national anthem, we join two varied spirits of humanity. The national anthems, please.
Can I request everyone to stand up?
قسما بمن رفع السماء قسما بمن نشر الضياء قطر ستبقى هرة تسمو بروح
The Scout and Guides is a voluntary, non-political, educational movement for young people which contributes to the development of young people in achieving their full physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and spiritual potential as individuals, as responsible citizens, and as well as members of the local, national, and international communities. Here, we have a well-coordinated presentation by the BPS Scout and Guides team. Sit back and enjoy. Indeed, a well-coordinated presentation. 3 cheers to the BPS Scout and Guides team.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. I request the head boy, Rana My Heart Pratap Singh, and head girl, Neha Elsa Thomas, to take over the privilege of welcoming all to this great event and sharing their experience of their time here in Birla Public School. Rana and Neha, the podium is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Ravinder Mamtani, Chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, Vice Chairperson, Ms. Maria Thomas, and dignitaries. it is our pleasure to welcome you to the 18th Founders Day celebrations.
Today's event, as always, is an integral part of Birla Public School's co-scholastic history, and we are exceedingly proud of all our fellow mates and venerated teachers. Their talents and tenacity has made an online event of this grandeur a possibility amidst the pandemic.
Today is a tribute to the people who have made this glorious event possible on this online platform. The people that you come across here today have grown further, walked farther, and tried harder. And today is all about appreciating and recognizing their perceptiveness and the perfect planning which has led us to accomplishments till this day. We begin with conveying our respects to our benevolent patron, His Eminent Highness, Sheikh Saud bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani, who is the strong foundation of all our dreams and ventures.
We have with us today as our chief guest, Dr. Ravinder Mamtani, who is a professor of population health sciences and professor of medicine in Weill Cornell Medicine, New York, and is serving as the vice dean for population health and lifestyle medicine in Weill Cornell Medicine, Qatar. A gracious welcome to you, sir.
A warm welcome to our chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, vice chairperson, Ms. Maria Thomas, our directors, Dr. Mohan Thomas, Mr. C.V. Rapai, and Mr. Lucas K. Chaco, who has always been supportive of all our endeavors. Welcome to our management representatives, Ms. Chindu Anthony and Mr. Neville Lucas.
We welcome our charismatic academic director and principal, Mr. Harish Sanduja, who is the attribute of simplicity with distinction. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Welcome to Mr. Vinod, the head of non-academics, our vice principal academics, Ms. Edna Fernandez, and vice principal co-scholastic, Mr. Rajesh Pillai. A cheerful welcome to both of you.
Our headmistresses, Ms. Divya Mary Vincent, Ms. Anu Thomas, Ms. Shruti, and Ms. Josephine Carlos are leaders of true metal. A loving welcome to all of you.
A sincere welcome to all our dear mentors, heads of departments, coordinators, and our teachers.
Our primary supporters, role models, and pillars are our parents. They gave us the inspiration to stand here today and shine bright. A thunderous welcome to all parents present here. Once again, we, the head boy and head girl, on behalf of the management, principal, the vice principals, staff, and students, are delighted to welcome you all to this fiesta of floral shows at BPS Doha.
Reach high, for stars lie hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream leads the goal. As we stand here today, giving our last speech as the head girl and head boy, it goes without saying that for the past 12 years, rather 14 years for some of us, BPS Doha has offered us a welcoming, nurturing, and rewarding environment with an extensive supportive network of excellent teaching and support staff, alongside students who have created such an enriching ambience that has allowed us to blossom into the Birlites we are today.
In BPS, we are fortunate to have highly qualified teaching staff committed to each student's academic success and pastoral development, fostering in them a love of learning and mutual respect. We cannot forget the intimate relationship we had with our dear teachers right from KG to grade 12.
During my interview for the selection to the prefectorial board, I had mentioned that Birla is my second home. And what makes it my second home is each and every one here. From our principal sir, vice principals, teachers, and the support staff. We were very free to talk to them openly as our friend and as our parents. I can never forget my kindergarten teachers, without whom I would not have bloomed to be who I am today. It was on one such Founders Day during my KG2 that I got the opportunity to present myself during a wonderful play, The Sound of Music. And I still have many teachers who call me by the name Maria, and this brings in me emotions and a lot of cuddling memories.
I remember when I had just joined the school in second grade. Thanks to the everlasting support of my teachers, I was easily able to catch up both academically and socially. After my first week, It felt like I had been a part of the classroom since day one.
In addition to academic study, BPS offers each student a wide range of additional opportunities for self-development via extracurricular activities. And I'm very sure that our fellow Birlites will join us to agree that each Birla student is instilled with attributes that ensure we leave our school as enthusiastic, hardworking young individuals, ready to make a positive contribution to the society.
As a chapter of our lives are coming to a happy ending, we are glad to be able to look back fondly at our years at BPS Doha, especially the batch of 2021 to 2022, a group full of characters who have taken up a big place in our hearts. We are not only proud to represent our peers as head boy and head girl, but will always be proud to be Birlites.
Before we conclude, a small message that I would like to pass on to my juniors would be to make sure to grab on to every opportunity you get and to cherish every single moment of your school life. For it is going to be those friendships, that love that you share with your friends and teachers, the small fights and dramas that you will always recollect and look back to as you walk on to the next phase of your life. We wish you all a very good evening and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Rana and Neha, for the cordial welcome and sharing those cherishing memories. We, the fellow Birlites, hope and promise to make the most of the chances we have and make many more beautiful memories and contribute significantly socially with the values instilled in us as we step ahead.
Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and a belief in themselves. Positive leaders empower people to accomplish their goals. Such a leader is our academic director, Principal, Mr. Harish Sanduja. I request Sir to address the gathering and share his thoughts and insight.
Thank you, Madan. I must say that I'm really honored to be here in front of our chief guest, Dr. Ravindra Mamtani, Chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, and our directors, Dr. Thomas, Mr. Lucas Chaco, and the management representatives, Chendu ma'am and Neville sir, and of course my colleagues, and above all, parents who are the audience today and the students. There are students who are the performers who have performed, and we have got the things and various items recorded. It is their hard work that we are presenting here today in the whole evening, that we will be kind of celebrating their achievements. As a standard operating procedure, we generally have an annual report that is presented in the Founders' Day. But this year, what I had done was that I had put up the annual report on our website. So it is there, and I had presented it, part of it, in various other meetings also. So I would still request, if people are interested in it, you can see the annual report on our website. So I'm not going to go through it again, but there are two very important things which I wanted to share with all the people here on board today, and also the parents and the students, because I think as a Birla school, I think it is important for parents to know that the senior kids do a lot of hard work, and then finally they also achieve certain success, and sometimes we are not able to share that success of the students with you. So I'm going to present in a nutshell where the students of the batch 2021 have actually landed into. So just give me a minute, and I wanted to share with you this particular graph. This is the batch of 2020-21 of the grade 12 who has passed out from the school, and around 68% children went to India in Indian colleges, but a large number of students, around 32% children, have been going to various other universities across the world. So there's a very large number of children who have been going to various universities. And I would also like to show you where these children finally land up. So if you see this graph, you will be able to see that there is a very large chunk of students who finally land up into medical universities. Like 27% of the last year's batch has been into an MBBS course, and close to around same strength is also going to BTech electronics or BTech computer sciences, or doing an architecture course, or artificial intelligence and machine learning, aerospace, actuarial sciences, hotel management, even the newer fields like machine learning and neural computations, criminology and police administration. There are children who are going into BA design thinking and all, and BA in mass communication and forensics. So I was quite overwhelmed with the kind of different fields that the children are nowadays picking up and going. We are keeping track of these children. One of the reasons why we kept this track was because we want for the current batch, if the children need any help from their seniors. So their data is now with us, and we will be able to share this for the current batch, so that these children who have just now moved on into the various colleges, they can give the most updated information regarding how and where the upcoming batches can go and lead themselves up. So this was one very important piece of information which I wanted to share with all the parents. The second piece of information that I wanted to share was this, that we have assessed the learning gaps for the term 2 examination this year. And almost all teachers have this year, after doing the assessment and corrections, noted down which were the major areas in which the children have been making mistakes in each subject. So we have found out the learning gaps in those particular areas, and now the teachers have made bridge worksheets. Now these worksheets are actually to bridge those learning gaps, so that the children, whichever topic we have found that they were weak in, these worksheets will be executed in the first week of April when the children come back to school. That time we will be able to execute these worksheets with the children, and then after execution we can definitely reassess whether those learning gaps have been bridged or not. So this is a small process tweaking that we have done, and we hope that these small helps will be able to bridge the learning gaps that generally arise amongst the children. And at the same time, I would like to say that teachers have worked very hard in getting these worksheets made. We will be sharing these learning gap topics with the parents also, so that if a parent wants to see his or her own child, where the child is not performing well, and which are the most common areas which the school finds that the children may be having learning gaps, so they can be bridged. So these were the two important things that I wanted to share with you. And I think they will help us in many ways. And thank you once again to all the parents for having faith in us. And I hope that me and my team will continue to make a difference in the lives of the children. And we hope that they succeed to the maximum that their potential is. Thank you so much. Once again.
We feel immensely proud of the achievements of our school. Thank you, Principal Sir. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Lucas K. Chaco, our Honorable Director, to share his valuable thoughts on this occasion. Please, sir.
Thank you, dear. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Ravinder Mantani, BPS Chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, Board of Directors, Management Representatives, Academic Director and Principal, Mr. Harish Sharma, Vice Principals, sorry, Harish Sandhuja, I'm sorry.
It's okay, sir. Please go ahead.
Vice Principals, Mr. Rajesh Pillai and Ms. Edna Fernandez. Head of Non-Academics, Mr. Vinod Kumar. Beloved teachers, dear parents and loving children, good evening. We are on the threshold of completing 18 years since we began. Indeed, it was a wonderful journey and it was a successful journey. I am morally obliged to thank many people who helped us to cross roads safely and strongly. Primarily, the principals who served and retired. That includes Mr. Harish Sandhuja, who is a captain of the ship today. Our wonderful teachers, who are the best picks when compared to any other schools in the city. Our admin staff and finance department, who are the real facilitators for the school. Our dear parents, who have bestowed their trust in us. Finally, dear friends, our children, who they are, by their performances, raise the level of the school year after year. As principal mentioned, nearly 30% of our children are either practicing doctors or pursuing their medical studies in India and abroad. A higher number are technocrats and in other administrative services. The head girl of 2018 batch, Leah Lucas, became a chartered accountant before even celebrating her 21st birthday by joining the BCom ACC integrated program at the Christ University, Bangalore. She is a staff of KPMG now. I have just mentioned one. It is the same I will talk about every student if I am asked to do so. Because we are not just making them to learn facts. We are encouraging them, motivating them, and inspiring them to think and analyze. All credits goes to the entire teaching fraternity and its leadership. Dear students, obey your teachers, trust in your teachers. They will raise you up to stand on mountains. Dear parents and friends, Birla Public School is doing exceedingly well under the wise leadership of our chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, and the incredible principal, Mr. Harish Sandhuja. The only regret is that we are not able to cater to all the demands for admissions due to space limitations. Soon, we will find solutions to it. Finally, I want to convey the best wishes of our beloved patron, His Excellency Sheikh Saud bin Abdurrahman Al Thani, and our governing council member, Mr. R.K. Dalmiaji. A special thanks to Dr. Ravindra Mamdani for sparing your valuable time. We are grateful to you, sir. We are grateful to you. I think I have already exceeded the 3 minutes time allotted to me by the academic director. So I wouldn't like to sit more and talk. So please sit back and enjoy the performances of our children. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement.
We are happy to have Dr. Ravindra Mamtani, MD, amidst us as the chief guest of the day to grace the occasion. Dr. Ravindra Mamtani, MD, is a specialist in preventive medicine, lifestyle medicine, integrative medicine, and public health. Dr. Mamtani is a professor of Population Health Sciences and professor of medicine, Center for Global Health, Weill Cornell Medicine, New York. At WCM's International Campus in Qatar, Dr. Mamtani serves as Vice Dean for Population Health and Lifestyle Medicine. He is also a professor of Community and Family Medicine at New York Medical College, Valhalla, New York. Prior to joining WCMQ in 2007, Dr. Mamtani was a professor of Clinical Community and Preventive Medicine and Associate Professor of Clinical Medicine at New York Medical College and physician at Westchester Medical Center in Valhalla, New York. Dr. Mamtani has several years of clinical, teaching, and research experience in lifestyle medicine, integrative medicine, and public health. He has been an invited speaker on various topics in the US and abroad and has extensively published in prestigious peer-reviewed journals. As a health columnist in Hudson Valley, New York, and here in Doha, he has written on contemporary health issues such as vegetarian diets, mind-body medicine, emerging face of healthcare and public health challenges. Dr. Mamtani serves or has served on many government, hospital, and medical school communities in the USA and in Qatar. Dr. Mamtani is UD board certified in the specialties of preventive medicine, occupational medicine, public health, and the lifestyle medicine. Sir, we are glad that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to be a part of our great event. We request you to share your prodigious knowledge and inspire all the avid listeners. Please, sir.
Thank you for that very generous introduction. I almost did not recognize myself. That's how generous you were in your remarks. So thank you, shukran. Good evening, namaskar, and salam alaikum to everyone. I want to make a couple of remarks before I get into my discussion. Your opening was impressive, and the staff, the principal, and the students, I was just blown away. So congratulations. I was also impressed by Mr. Sanduja's remarks about the data that he shared with me in terms of the placement of students in their future. 27% pursuing medical education. Very impressive, Mr. Sanduja. I was equally impressed by the process you follow in maintaining quality of education at BPS. So congratulations to everyone who's involved in that process, and I commend you for all that. Distinguished Chair, Mr. Shahani, members of the board, Mr. Sanduja, faculty, wonderful teachers, students, and distinguished guests. I want to begin by thanking Mr. Shahani, Chair of the board, for inviting me to this Founders Day celebration, for which I'm extremely grateful. My appreciation also goes to Mr. Harish for his invaluable guidance and sharing with me the information about this event. I wanted to come to the event fully informed, and that I looked at least reasonably intelligent, that I understand the school and the processes behind it. So, Mr. Harish, I thank you for that. When I went to school, going back many years ago, it was all about paying attention to the blackboards, listening to lectures, and getting good grades. It was that simple. Today, we live in a different world, a world that's so complex that it's hard to imagine. Look at the advances we've made in technology, online learning, smartphones, and apps, all of which are so cool, as the students might say it. Indeed, they are cool. Let us add another dimension of complexity to the picture. The dimension or the layer of recent COVID-19 pandemic, which has literally turned the world upside down, affecting education in ways we cannot even imagine. School closures, Zoom lectures, and the pandemic's effects on lifestyles and mental health of the students. The data is startling. I wish I had time to share that with you, but I will say for now, it will suffice that it is affecting students, the education, as well as the teachers, not just in Qatar, but around the world. I want to go back and look at my life when I was thinking what to say in terms of my experience in New Delhi in India, which is where I was born. I went to medical school in Delhi, and then my subsequent stay in the United Kingdom and in the US, and also my recent COVID-19 experiences. Having looked at all of this, what I'd like to do is to share with you my thoughts for your consideration. This is to the students. And I'll make 6 or 7 points. One, please find the time to read, be it a book or a newspaper. I've gone through a lot in my life, and I said this to you, meaning well. Reading makes you smarter, improves your vocabulary and writing skills, and exposes you to new ideas and various cultures. It helps you negotiate personal difficulties. Believe me, I'm talking from my experience. And also helps you cope with difficult situations, the one that we've encountered during the COVID-19 pandemic, by keeping you occupied, and I might add to this is my field, reducing your stress levels. That's number one. Number two, focus on effective communication. Good communication skills are key to success in life and in relationships. They can turn a simple message into a misunderstanding. And here's an example that I'll share with you that I share with medical students. Instead of saying, I did not like the way you approached the problem to a friend or to a colleague, would it not be better for you to say something like, can you approach the problem in any other way? Listening to people, not hearing, listening to people and making eye contact in your conversations with them is vitally important. It helps you bond with people in a meaningful way. And please don't make comments, write email messages, or take actions in an emotional state, especially when you're unsettled in your mind or you're angry. And I talk from my experience, they can ruin relationships. 3, don't beat yourself up too much on mistakes you make. As a student, I spent a lot of time thinking and worrying about my failures. I failed. I have received low grades. I've made mistakes. Getting low grades, misbehaving, taunting my friends are examples of such mistakes and of failures that I have seen in my own life. But one interesting thing over the years, one thing that I realized, that failures and mistakes are temporary setbacks. It took me a while to understand that. In the long term, in fact, they help you grow. Michael Forbes, some of you may know that name, a famous US congressman once said, failure is success if we learn from it. View your mistakes as success in progress. So don't criticize yourself too much. Don't beat yourself. Look at that as progress moving forward. 4, and I ignored this completely, working in teams. Never realized the importance of collaborating and working together in teams when I was young. As a young student, I never thought that collaboration partnerships would help me advance. I was wrong. Then I'm wrong now if I would indulge in that. I have learned that working in team situation provides inspiration and opportunities for success, learning, and satisfaction. The 5th point that I want to make is, please know that learning and education happens even in non-classroom situations, in social situations, and can be very powerful. Any social situation, a conversation with almost anyone, I might add, an elderly person, a child, helping a disadvantaged person, or sharing your resources can be immensely helpful and help you manage stress as well. 6, identify a mentor. One of the biggest mistakes I've made in my life as a student and as a young college student was that I never had a mentor. I would urge you that you look for a mentor or mentors that you can talk to insofar as your difficulties are concerned, your future is concerned, and so on and so forth. It could be your friend also you could talk to, your parent, or someone that you know. It could be anyone, almost anyone. It adds, they make you see things in a way that you may not have seen yourself. Then another one here, as you go through your lives, there will be difficulties and challenges. It will cease to be a life if you didn't have difficulties. Finding a suitable career, illness of a loved one, or misunderstandings with serious consequences are examples of such difficulties. And again, talk to your loved ones, talk to your mentors, because conversations with them can be immensely helpful. I have a small message for the parents here. I will say to you, and I have no hesitation in saying that, your children are smart and they will undoubtedly do well in their life. Soon, some of you will start looking for colleges, will pursue degree programs, and so on and so forth. To the parents, help them find their niche and then support them in their endeavors. And finally, I'm a physician. I have an interest in lifestyle medicine, and please, eating right, physical activity, sleeping well, managing stress, and more importantly, we are beginning to understand from science research that social integration and healthy social relationships are undoubtedly vitally important in the lives of students. Schools are important. They provide platforms for education. Two education visionaries and founders of Birla Public School, namely Mr. Basant Kumar Birla and Dr. Mrs. Sarla Birla, deserve our appreciation and gratitude for establishing such a platform in Doha under your leadership. I will leave you with a couple of quotes. One that came from Kofi Annan, UN Secretary General. He said, knowledge is power, information is liberating, education is the premise of progress in everyday society, in every family. Two, in words of Abraham Lincoln, and this is to the students, the best way to predict your future is to create one for yourself. Giving up on that future is not an option for you and should never be an option. So I want to thank you for listening to me. And once again, thank you for inviting me to share my thoughts with you. And I salute you all. Shukran, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. As a student, I felt your thoughts to be very relatable, and I assure you that each of your pieces of advice are indeed valuable to each one of us. As you said, in the end, we hope to create a beautiful future for ourselves. It will always resonate in our thoughts and deeds.
Our chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, is a humble, cheerful personality who guides and motivates us with his insights. Now, may I take the pleasure to invite our chairman to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, dear. Our esteemed guest, Mr. Ravindra Mamtani, my colleagues, directors, management representative, principal, VPs, HMS, HODs, life members, parents, teachers, and my dear students. A warm, very good evening. Every celebration fills our mind with wonderful memories and gives us the energy and hope to move ahead in our lives with a greater enthusiasm and vigor. Today, as we celebrate our special day, a day to mark the name of our school and its glory, and a day to mark the celebration of creative learning, we hold the same energy and belief. We look back with the pride and celebrate all that we have achieved. No doubt, it is an occasion where the achievements are recognized and talents are revealed. This is a powerful opportunity to celebrate learning. We can proudly say that we as educators have withheld the pandemic and have swam across the sea of difficulties. Though today we celebrate virtually, it gives us the hope that we will be back to complete normalcy soon. Overcoming all odds, we have endured this pandemic and have seen our community work together for the benefit of our students. I ask every member of our BPS family to celebrate this joyous occasion. K. Robinson states that creativity is as important now in education as literacy, and we should treat it with the same status. Thus, I take this as a proud of moment to witness this creativity of young brilliants and wish them and their teachers all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words.
If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Here, we have before us the students who were not ready to settle for the ordinary. Yes, let's congratulate the toppers of grade 10 on their well-deserved success. We recognize their sterling achievement through this presentation. Congratulations to all the winners. Let this inspire each and every student of Birla to reach greater heights. To give real service, you must add something which cannot be bought or measured with money, and that is sincerity and integrity. How true are these words of Douglas Adams? It's now time to felicitate our teaching and non-teaching staff members for their glorious 10 years of service in this prestigious institution and for being a part of Birla family continuously for a decade. A commendation worth remembering, a remarkable achievement indeed teaching and non-teaching staff members.
It is now time to enthrall ourselves with the heart-throbbing cultural activities of our creative students who are all ready to mesmerize us. So I and Maria
and I, Madan Gopal, sign off and request our cultural MCs, Vishnudev Suresh and Raksha AM, to lead all of you to the greatest surprises in store for you.
The benevolent sun is sinking down in tranquility. The dark blue sky announces the arrival of a great evening. I, Raksha Muthukumar,
and I, Vishnudev Suresh,
extend a warm and cordial welcome to all of you on this evening of great promise to celebrate the success of our motto, enlightenment through education. Ever since its inception, the school has flourished and left its indelible mark in every sphere of activity. be it cultural, sports, education, or art. So get ready to delve deeper into the fathoms of music, dance, and many more exciting events by our magnificent Birlites.
Colors represent feelings, people, countries, cultures, and whatnot. It leads us into the fine world of happiness. So let us start this vibrant ceremony with a dance that brings us joy and jubilation, a dance that invokes the blessings of Almighty. So let me welcome the team of Rang to synchronize prayer and dance with ultimate grace. Captivating performance indeed. This group of young adroit dancers have proved to us that Shrang is not merely translated to color, but is a progression of joy, enhancement, and bliss. May God bless all our endeavors.
Yes, Vishnu, that is the only prayer we should all reiterate. Any work must be conceived with fire in the soul, but executed with clinical coolness. Art not only highlights the creative aspect, but it also expresses one's inner feelings and desires. It's also a great way of discovering one's passions and gives us an opportunity to find a new way to love ourselves. The team of middle section is on stage to mesmerize you with a choice blend of artistic forms. Now, hold your breath for the next enchanting performance, the Maroon Legacy.
after doing this?
So this is the first time we've done such a huge project together, and I feel grateful that we have completed something so big and special on our own without anyone's actual extra support. I also feel grateful and I feel really proud of everyone around here that we've all worked together and we put so much effort into this and so much passion and love for us. So I feel very happy completing this project together. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hi everyone. As you can see, it's a proud moment for our school to see our children engaged fruitfully in such kind of creative activity. These children are from middle school and they have done this canvas, this huge canvas, with the help of clothes, their uniform, and you can see the creativity. Thank you. Hope you all like it.
على الوتر بيمانو قولوا لي واش جرالو البارح كان يبغيني واليوم تغير حالو كان ديما فيا يسول وغيابه عليا طول لازم شي حد في بالو والله حالي منعاول وما الحبيبي مالو قولوا لي واش جرالو البارح كان يبغيني واليوم تغير حالو كان ديما فيا يسول وغيابه عليا طول لازم شي حد في بالو والله حالي منعاول منك نتعلم انت معلم واحنا منك نتعلم نسكت وانت موجود ما نرضى نتكلم نسكت وانت موجود ما نرضى نتكلم واللي خلاك ما يفهم يجي له يوم ويندم واللي خلاك ما يفهم يجي له يوم ويندم وما تسمع اللي يخدعك انت معلم وما تسمع اللي يخدعك انت معلم
فيك القلب معلومة حبيبي القلب شعلومة مرضية ولو تسمح ظروفك شلون انساك شلون انساك
طب ودلع يا يقول انا اتغيرت عليه انا زعل اولع ما هو كل همه ازاي يرضيه يا طب ودلع يا يقول انا اتغيرت عليه انا زعل اولع ما هو كل همه ازاي يرضيه ما هو كل همه ازاي يرضيه ما هو كل همه ازاي يرضيه
Como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. High music, high flows. Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui. Nagasaki, prende los motores de Kawasaki, que la disco está llena y llegaron los Anunnaki, no le baje, el puri sobresale de tu traje, no trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje. Y la cosa suena ra, y la cosa suena ra, Scooby-Doo, y el boom, 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 y el boom, 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 y la cosa suena ra, y la cosa suena ra, Scooby-Doo, y el boom, 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 y el boom, 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 boom. No girl can't tell me about my mother. 16 shot, we go longer than a ladder. Them nothing talk, but they real done dada. Put body in a pot, them a bun like gabba. No boy can't diss me or my mother. Round here it's safe, everybody need ammo. 16 shot, we go shot at any bladder. Kaka, 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 kaka.
Tiene fuerte bailando y se Sapamagata kita tadi mita kita tadi midirana. Sapamagata kita tadi mita kita tadi midirana. Sa rigata bari rigarini sa rigata bari. Sapamaga mama ga mama ga mama ga mama ga paga gari sanisa. Gari sanisa. Don't stop me Anthony. Say yeah yeah yeah. Kita tadi midirana. Karisa, karisa, karisa. Karigasa, sa karigasa, sa karigasa. Karisa, 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 daniba, karisa, danisa, daniba, magaba, risa, 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 gaba, risa, risa, riba, gaba, risa, riba, baba, riba, baba, riba, baba, riba, baba, da, riba, baba, basa, da, riba, baba, basa, risa.
Wow, a rare vision indeed. The sweat of one's brow can never go unacknowledged. No words can describe the efforts taken to visualize this. On behalf of all present here, we express a big and hearty thanks to all the participants.
Yes, Raksha, you have voiced the truth. But there's more coming. To dance is to put out yourself. Larger, more beautiful, more powerful. This is power. It is the glory on earth and it is yours for the taking. Over the years, we have witnessed both Western and classical dances. But have you all seen an amalgamation of these? Yes, you've heard me right. Students of class 9 are here with an ecstatic performance. KO, with the desire to enrapture our minds. An act that manifests teamwork, hard work, and every other work possible.
Gear up all to tap and twist and swing.
tarigidatika da da jum dim da 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 jum nam da 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 jum tam takita dana tad tangidatika tarigidatika dim da tarigidatika da da jum dim dak takita jum jum dakita dak jum da jum jum dakita da jum kidatika tarigidatika da dum tanita da tarita da da dana tarita da tarita da tarigidatika tarita da dana da jum tarita dana tad tangidatika tarigidatika da.
மஜாப்பா இதா 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 ஏய் ரெடிடா வாடா பாத்தி கம்மி ஓகே
No doubt at all. Bring your hands together for that wow performance. It is said that if the power of nuclear fusion can be replicated on Earth, it is expected to give clean and safe energy. We at Birla have just experienced it through this fusion. What a performance. Bravo, dancing magicians.
And we're not done yet. Another heartwarming show is lined up for you. 2020 to 2022, the twin year, the years of odds, the series of unprecedented events, the aggressive virus, the COVID-19 pandemic, But behind all this stands hundreds of unsung heroes who lost their lives fighting against the invisible enemy. Our next program portrays the struggles of these heroes of the medical field who sacrificed their lives for mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the twin year by the Wizards of Class 11.
History of mankind is replete with the emergence of valiant heroes who bravely stood against all the odds whenever man was destined to be doomed. Since the coronavirus outbreak, healthcare professionals had not only experienced the gratification of healing patients and saving their lives, but also had lost many battles along the way. Many doctors have sacrificed their own lives in the line of duty. The sacrifice that the selfless warriors are making for the safety and welfare of humanity is priceless and deserves lifelong gratitude on our end. This drama is a portrayal of such valiant heroes who laid down their lives for everyone during the pandemic which began in 2020 to the present.
Nostradamus was a French astrologer, physician, and reputed seer. He had had a psychic awakening while working as an apothecary and treating plague victims. Since his death in 1566, scholars and common men have remained fascinated by Nostradamus' forecasts, in which many future events seem to have been uncannily divined. His successful predictions include death of King Henry II, the Great Fire of London, French Revolution, rise of Hitler and the Second World War, the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, September 11 attack on the World Trade Center, etc. In his famous book, he allegedly predicted an outbreak of plague, COVID-19 pandemic in 2020.
There will be a twin year from which will arise a black queen, who will come from east and who will spread the plague in the darkness of night in a country with 7 hills, and will transform the twilight of men into dust to destroy and ruin the world. There will be a twin year from which will arise a black queen.
Hello, how are you now?
I feel weak and unwell.
Nurse, can you check her pulse?
Yes, doctor. Doctor, it's 85.
Oh, it's a little high, but nothing to worry, you'll be alright. Check her temperature too.
Yes, doctor. How do you feel?
I feel so tired and I find it really difficult to breathe.
Did you have your breakfast?
Yes, I did, but I can't feel the taste of anything.
I'll let the doctor know. Doctor, it's 101 degrees.
Okay. She was recovering. But now, why does she complain about being so weak and unwell?
Doctor! Doctor, could you come here at once? Her pulse rate is quite high.
She is gasping. Put her on ventilator.
Yes, doctor.
Also, collect her blood sample and take it to the lab for testing.
Yes, doctor.
Hi, Dr. Lee.
Oh,
Dr. Lee?
Hey, Wang.
How are you doing?
I'm alright. What about you?
I'm good, but what happened? You look so worried.
I'm puzzled. Why are my patients recovering despite giving them all the medications? Their temperatures are high and one is gasping for breath. I do not know why.
Relax. Maybe it's just a seasonal flu. It comes and goes. Nothing to worry about.
But, man.
See, you have a lot of things going on in your mind right now. You need a break. Let's go on a family trip this weekend.
Why not? I should stop worrying about this too much.
Yeah.
Where should you go this weekend?
Yeah, maybe the beach.
That's a good idea.
Dr. Lee was working at the center of the outbreak in December when he noticed 7 cases of a virus that he thought looked like SARS. On 30th December 2019, he sent a message to fellow doctors in a chat group warning them about the outbreak and advising them to wear protective clothing to avoid infection. Dr. Lee's suspicions proved to be true. What Dr. Lee did not know at that point of time was that the disease that had been discovered was an entirely new coronavirus.
As the festivities of the Chinese New Year begin, 2 Beijing journalists head to Wuhan to cover a story about a new type of pneumonia.
新型冠状病毒的传染力不强，不排除有限人传人的可能，但持续人传人的。
现在是目前的这个资料表示呢，它是肯定的有人传人，而一个在武汉是有这样的肯定的一些证据。
For Yang, the news is devastating.
People now realize how important it is to protect themselves. After the doctor's confirmation, the whole city becomes nervous. Everything changes drastically overnight. After the doctor declares for the first time that the virus can pass between humans, public transport in Wuhan is suspended. Locals are wearing masks and looking very anxious. Also, very few people are out on the streets after the news came out. The whole street looks deadly cold. Everyone seems to be talking about the virus outbreak. I see faces filled with fear and worry. The station has installed infrared monitors. They've started taking temperatures at the station entrances.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began.
Hey Rajiv, how's it been?
Oh, hey Julie, it's been great. How are you?
I'm fine. Where's the birthday girl?
Oh, there she is.
Hi, happy birthday. Thank you.
Hey Rajiv, how are you doing? Hey Matthews, it's good to see you both here. It's heartening to see each other these days. Please, everyone, have a seat. We have a lot to catch up on. I mean, these past few days, it's been lockdown and so much.
Yeah.
That's right. Did you see the news flash? The whole world is going into lockdown. Oh, I heard that. The flights are staying grounded, people are panicking, many of them are falling sick and dying too.
People are stuck in many countries. They desperately want to get back to their home countries. This situation's totally unexpected. Is the disease really that dangerous? Yeah, that's what the WHO says. They say that the virus spreads like wind and it passes on through droplets when someone coughs or sneezes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you guys talking about the COVID virus? Yeah. Oh yeah, the hospital where I work has like hundreds of cases coming in every day. And the situation also seems to be that bad. I badly wanted a break and that's why I took the leave today. And since it's Arina's birthday also.
Okay.
Are you going to work tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, if they call, I have to, right? I don't have another option. Especially in this situation, how can I turn my back?
Alright guys, let's just enjoy tonight, shall we? Our sweet child has turned 10. Let's sing for her health and happiness. Cut.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Oh, these are some nice photos. Oh, by the way, I have to get up early to go to work tomorrow, so can you wake me up by 5?
Yeah, no problem. I have to anyway make breakfast and I also have morning duty. So yeah, no problem. I'll wake you up.
Okay.
Oh, let me go check on the kids.
Yeah. Hello? This is Rajiv speaking.
Hello, Rajiv. This is Sneha from Sunrise Hospital. It's an emergency. We want Leena urgently on COVID duty. Can you please inform her?
COVID duty? Wait. Yeah, she's here. I'll give the phone to her.
Hello? Sneha. Yes. Oh, okay. No problem. I completely understand. Okay. See you then. Bye. I need to go to the hospital.
You have to go now? It's almost midnight. Why are they calling you?
Yes, but then the situation seems to be that bad. Otherwise, they wouldn't have called me.
How happy we were just a few moments ago, and it's hard to come in terms with reality. But you are right. You are the COVID warriors. And if I don't let you go, I would be wronging the world and humanity.
No, my husband's so well, and that's why I married you. But you should take care of our kids if ever, in case.
No. With you by my side, I feel so happy and strong. I'm proud of your decision to go to the hospital, regardless of how grave the situation is. We'll pray for your safe return. And don't worry, I'll take care of our children and everything here.
Okay, let me hurry then. Hello? Yes, Sneha, coming right away.
Here you go.
Thank you, Papa. Daddy, the teacher scolded me for not doing the homework. You did not help me with the homework.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I was busy. I'll help you now.
Daddy, when is Mommy coming? I miss her a lot.
She will come, Angel. She just has gone for duty. You know what? Let's call her. She didn't call us yesterday, too.
Hi Rajiv, this is Dr. Anand.
Oh, hi Dr. Anand. How are you? I was hoping to talk to Leena. The kids just miss her, so...
Sister Leena's phone is with me. She was on duty till last night. And we'll be coming to see you soon. We'll be there in an hour.
Oh, okay. But can I talk to her for a moment?
I understand your tension. We're coming there to meet you.
Okay. Don't worry, Angel. She'll come. Come in. Dr. Anand, where is Leena?
Rajiv, your wife Leena. She was a very brave and a dedicated nurse. But sadly, we lost her to the virus, Rajiv. She's no more. COVID has claimed her life. No. We tried everything we could to try help her, but she's no more, Rajiv.
Sir, Leena was a brave soul, and your sympathies will only defile her noble deed. Because she fought like an angel against this invisible enemy.
I'm proud of her. I'm sure my children will understand their mother's sacrifice when they grow up. Until then, I shall be their mother and take care of them.
Yes, you're not alone in this. We all are in this together. Your wife, she was a real warrior, and her sacrifice won't be in vain.
Death.
Be not proud, though some have called you mighty and dreadful. You are not so. For those whom thou think you overthrow, die not, poor death, nor can you kill me. Death, be not proud.
तेरे हाथों से ही जग का आशीष है, तेरा जीवन तेरा ना रहा। इस पथ पर चले ना रुके ना डरे, विश्व तेरा ऋणी हो गया। सूरज की तरह तू अखंडित रहा, तेरा जीवन ही है प्रेरणा। समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम। ममता का तू है दो जाना, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम।
Heart-wrenching expression indeed. With all my heart, I would like to value and appreciate every single minute of this anecdote. We have just experienced the ventures of all the sacrificing souls. These heroes leave their joyous moments so as to bring a smile on others. Thank you, troopers, for elucidating us with the depth of grief every medical practitioner and their beloveds undergo. And thank you to all the frontline warriors out there who are continuing the battle against this feared malady.
Amen to that, Raksha. We are with you on that account. Bob Marley once said, and I quote, "One good thing about music is when it hits you, you feel no pain." I've been hearing symphonies before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me, and every melody is timeless. Now I request all the music lovers to lend your ears to this euphonious piece of music caroled by our melodious musicians. Buenas vibraciones, which means good vibes. So prepare yourself to be flooded with the beauty of lilting music.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me, and every melody is timeless.
Life was stringing me along, then you came and you cut me loose. Solo singing on my own, now I can't find the key without you.
And now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth,
I just wanna be part of this symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony, like a love song on the radio. We hold me tight and not let go.
Sorry if it's all too much. Every day you hear I'm healing, and I was running out of luck. I never thought I'd find this feeling, 'cause I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me, and every melody is timeless.
and now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth,
I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony, like a love song on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we for sure got carried away by that pulsating change of pitch that created an exuberant vibe of positivity. Thank you for that mellifluous vibrato performance.
If appreciation is in our souls, then our eyes will be tremendously sweet. Wonders that are a feast to our eyes cannot be organized overnight. The wheels started rolling months ago. It required a lot of planning and a bird's eye for detail. There have been enormous contributions to make it a function of its kind. I now invite the Cultural Secretaries Anushka Kharkera and Kevin Sejoy to present the bouquet of gratitude.
Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well. Good evening, one and all.
It is now time to express gratitude. We begin with words of thankfulness to Dr. Ravinder Mamtani, the chief guest of the day, for his gracious presence and enriching us with his infinite wisdom, in spite of his busy schedules. Thank you, sir.
I express my sincere gratitude to our chairman, Mr. Gop Shahani, vice chairperson, Mrs. Maria Thomas, board director members, Dr. Mohan Thomas, Mr. Lucas K. Chaco, and Mr. C.V. Rapai for their presence, timely guidance, and constant support. Thank you, sirs and ma'am.
The presence of our management representatives, Mr. Neville Lucas, Ms. Malvika Kimji, and Ms. Chindu Anthony Rapai, has been a source of joy for us today. Thank you for sharing your precious time with us.
We thank our dear academic director principal, Mr. Harish Sanduja, for lending a guiding hand whenever we needed it.
Sincere gratitude to the head of non-academics, Mr. Vinod, Vice Principal of Co-Scholastics, Mr. Rajesh Pillai, Vice Principal of Scholastics, Ms. Edna Fernandez, Headmistress of various sections, heads of departments, year coordinators, and teachers for their relentless support.
I appreciate the Herculean efforts taken by the organizing committee, art and music department, the audio and videographers, the school IT department, and the school support staff for their unstinted support.
Last but not the least, thanking our dear parents for the support and cooperation to make this event a successful one. Thank you once again and goodbye.
Thank you, Anushka and Kevin. Well said.
We hope you had a scintillating evening.
Fare thee well, have a great time ahead. This is Vishnudev
and Raksha signing off for this year. See you again in the next Founders Day. Goodbye and have a great evening.
Can we end this?